Good day to my fellow BSHM student, to our THC5 teacher, Sir Serfino. Good day. This is the presentation of our group.
Good day, everyone. I'm Rizumi Gomez. Today, we're going to discuss about Chapter 5, which is Food and Beverage Sector. Early history. In early history, there was much evidence that certain group of people are cooking together with a big group and that the early inns provide a crude menu. In the Roman era, some establishments are offering sausage, roast meat, bread, and a cup of wine. The forerunner of the modern restaurant that provides the hot foods and drinks also developed in Rome. In 12th century, public cook shops were opened in London, which offered pre-cooked and take-out foods. The royal families of Europe introduced the cutleries, table lenses, crystal glasses, new food such as turkey and potato in the roadside taverns. 16th century, British inns and taverns began to serve one meal a day at a fixed time and price at the common table. The meal was known as ordinary, and the dining rooms are called ordinaries. The most famous ordinaries in London was the Castle and Lloyd's, which was the meeting place for merchants and chef owners. Lesson 1. Food and beverage sector. What is food and beverage sector? The food and beverage industry include restaurants, cafeterias, cafes, fast food joints, pubs, delis, food manufacturing operation, catering businesses, food transportation service, and more. Work in this industry can range from packaging to preparing, transporting, and serving food or beverage. Characteristics of food service. Unlike the production and manufacture of goods, the food service sector has unique. These are the following. Demands for food occur at peak times. Menu has to be adjusted based on customer and clients' requirements. Food preparation and service are labor intensive. Foods is perishable, and food preparation follows strict standards of hygiene. These are the categories of food service. First, table service. In this category, guests are seated upon entry. The menu is given and the orders are taken by the food server. French service. This is considered the most formal type of table service. The food is cooked or complete at the side in front of the guest. The food is brought from the kitchen to the dining room on heavy silver platters and placed on a cart called a guerdon. Russian service is considered as a forerunner to the French service. The Russian service requires that the food is portioned and served by the waiter at the guerdon shortly before serving it to the guests. Russian service, currently considered platters, service in America is used mostly for banquets. English service is the host approve the food on the platter before these are served. Upon the host's approval, the waiter puts the platters on the table. Then either the host or the waiter portion the food into the guest's plates. American service. American service is less formal than French, Russian, and English service. It is the most prevalent styles of service in restaurants in the United States. The food is plated in the kitchen, then brought by the waiter to the guests. And for snack bar service, is a tall stalls are placed along a counter so that the guests may eat in the food at the counter itself. In some establishments, the covers are laid out of the counter itself. The assisted service is the guest enters in the dining area and help himself to the food, either from a buffet counter or he may get served partly at table by waiters, and he collects any extras and he needs from the counter. Okay, what is self-service? Self-service guests select their choice of meals from a counter and place this on a tray, except for assisted, where waiters and food service help the guests. The diners carried their trays to their set. The buffet. In buffet service, food is displayed on the tables. Diners pick up a plate and choose from a varied menu of soups, salads, appetizers, entry, and desserts. Buffet is usually served within a specific time period, and payment is either paid before or after the meal. For cafeteria, this type of table service is usually found in school and office canteens and hospitals. Guests choose food from a display counter. They inform the food server of their choice, who in turn plates the food and hands it over the guests. The lastly is coffee shop and tea salons. A small restaurant that primarily serves coffee-related beverage such as latte, cappuccino, espresso, and other hot beverage. Some cafes serve cold beverage and light snacks such as pastries. What is single point service? In single point service, guests order, pay, and are served at one area. Sometimes there is a small dining area for customers. These are frequented by people on the go. Take home counters and drive through. This type of service provide a designated area where customers can buy meals quickly. Usually, the customers do not consume the food within the food premises. Both offer the same service, except that the drive-thru is reserved for customers ordering from their vehicles. Vending machine. These are automated machines which sell food and beverage. A coin is first interested into a designated slot. Then the customer makes his choice, usually by pressing a button. The kiosks. These complement the main food establishment by providing additional facilities to serve meals. The food truck. It is a large vehicle equipped with facilities for cooking and selling food. Food truck usually move from the one location to another. How about what is specialized service? In specialized service, food and
Hi, my name is Jonamiti Dumago of BSHM 1B. Today, I will going to discuss Chapter 6 about the recreation, leisure, tourist attraction, and theme parks. So first, let us define what is recreation and leisure. So according to dictionary, recreation is the process of giving new life to something or restoring something, while leisure, on the other hand, leisure is a productive, creative, or contemplative use. What is the difference between the two? When we talk about leisure, these are activities that you are doing for your pastime, meaning you're just doing this for you to spend your free time. While recreation has really a purpose, you make time of it because it is just about restoring or recreating yourself or something. It's like an example of yoga, exercise. Those are part of recreations. While leisure is just in a form of maybe you just watch TV to spend your pastime or free time. And maybe you could also listen music to spend your free time. So that's the difference between the two. So here are the example of recreational activity. So by the way, we have two types of forms of recreational activity. So we have the active forms and passive forms. So when we talk about activity form, these are the activities that really involves physical movements, meaning it involves physical movements of your body, while passive form are those passive types of activities. So example of active form, we have mountain hiking or mountaineering. Next is aerobic. We also have jogging and rocking, climbing. So those are the example of activities that really involve physical or physical bodies. while passive form could be in a form of reading, listening to music, or even fishing. So we have varied views of recreational and leisure. Recreational means the network of public agencies that provide parks, playgrounds, swimming pools, sports fields, and community centers in several cities, towns, counties, or park districts. Recreational may be found in the senior citizens and sheltered working of mentally disabled individuals or center for physical rehabilitation. The government in both developed and developing countries has accepted the responsibility of providing and assisting leisure opportunities through extensive recreation and park system. Recreational participation. Recreational actually include an extremely broad range of leisure activity, including travel and tourism, hobby, cultural entertainment, membership in social club or interest groups, participation in the arts, nature-related activities. So anything we could do, this could be part of recreation. So we have different factors promoting the growth of recreation. Number one, the increase in discretionary time. So nowadays, because of the development of new technologies and it made our life easier, it made our work easier, so we have more time for pleasure. So we have increased our motivations to do recreational activities because we have more time to spend for them. Number two, influence of the technology. So the new form of technologies nowadays have helped in the creating of new form of recreational activities. An example of this is parachuting, new types of sports like the water sports activities. So the invention of those new technologies help in the creation of new form of recreation and leisure activities. Number three, public interest in health and fitness. Now in our generation, we are very particular with our health and physical fitness. So we must, especially women, we would like to be sexy, and even men nowadays. I usually go to the gym, of course, to have their body to be fitted, right? They do exercise. They even follow their nutritional diet, so they want to be more fitted physically. So that's why they do all these kinds of sports activity or exercises as part of their recreation. Number 4. Commodification of leisure. Various forms of recreation are being developed by business. Number 5. Therapeutic recreation service attributed to the increased awareness of the recreation needs of persons with disabilities. Number 6. New leisure rule for women. There is a strong drive by women to play a more equal role in recreational opportunities, like in sports. We have also different of organizing recreation. Next is, we have also difference of organized recreation. Number 1. Government Recreation Agency. Government operations department that provide recreation and leisure as primary function. Number 2. Voluntary non-profit organization. These are NGOs which serves the public large with multi-service programs that often include a substantial element of recreational opportunities. Number 3. Private membership organization. Provide recreational and social activities for their member, and some cases assess community in recreational needs. Number 4. Commercial recreation enterprise. Private business offering recreational activities and leisure time for the purpose of gaining profit. Number 5. Employee recreation program. Offered in the companies or employers for additional coverage in the employment benefit package for the employees. Number 6. Armed Forces Recreation. Designed specifically for the people in military service to maintain fitness, health, and sanity. 7. Campus Recreation. Designed for students, a part of the school facilities, social, physical, mental, and emotional fitness. Number 8. Therapeutic Recreation Service. Program for persons with disability, for health, aging, or elderly citizens, mentally changed people, special groups, and people in correctional facilities.
Good day! I am Rachel Marie Epistula reporting Lesson 2 Nature Scope, Features, and Futures of Tourist Attractions. Tourist attractions are the main component of the tourism industry that function as the main motivator for travel. Without attractions that draw tourists to destination, there will be little need for other tourist services such as transportation, lodging, foods, and others. A tourist attraction is a named site with a specific human or natural feature which is the focus of the visitor and management attention. Attractions is defined as single units, individual sites, delimited geographical units based on single features. Destinations are different from attractions because destinations are the large areas that include several individual attractions together with a support service required by tourists. Natural attractions are the chief reason why people travel. Examples are botanical, zoological, mountain and seaside parks, forests, natural parks, and protective areas. The natural beauty of these attractions entices and inspires travelers. Heritage attractions such as prehistoric and archaeological sites appeal to those who want to learn about antiquity and ancient civilization. Recreation attractions are for those who seek exciting adventures. These attractions provide access to indoor and outdoor facilities. Commercial attractions are retail operations which deals with gifts, souvenirs, and arts. Industrial attractions like wineries, breweries, and plantations have been tourist destinations. Recreation attractions are for those who seek exciting adventures. These attractions provide access to indoor and outdoor facilities. Commercial attractions are retail operations which deals with gifts, souvenirs, and arts. City attractions includes both modern and historical treasures of urban areas, theaters, museums, zoos, aquariums, cultural arts, festival, shopping, and dining ground, and universities made up as city attractions. Entertainment attractions like musical, dance, and performing arts are attracting to the tourists too. Physical environment attractions may be located in the natural environments, built environments. They are not originally designed for visitors but are adapted as attractions like historic houses, workplace, and castles. Built environment designed for visitors like parks, indoor environments, and outdoor environments. Ownership attractions are owned and managed by organizations, trusts, individual in public, private, or not-for-profit sectors. Admission policy. Some attractions charge admission fees, entrance fees, or other related fees for maintenance or environmental purposes. There are attractions that are free to public. Appeal. This is considered to what group or market the attraction is famous for. The appeal may entice local domestic tourists or foreign international tourists or both. Size and capacity. Attractions differ in location and land coverage. Understanding the capacity of the sites is important in terms of the management, operations, and marketing. The future of tourist attractions. Four areas will affect the future of tourist attractions. These are marketing. Marketing is a significance in the success of attractions. Marketing is not only concerned with the promotion and advertising, but also with the pricing, products, and distribution channels. Manager of attractions. Manager of attractions should be prepared effective. Manager of attraction should be prepared effective marketing strategies that appeal to the customers, such as offering the right product to the right person at the right time in the right place. Product development, creating world-class destinations. Product development is a process in which managers of the attractions engage in innovation that tends to develop a new concept and use new technology. Management revenue generation, alternative mechanism for revenue generation in attractions. Encouraging educated visits, providing a venue for corporate hospitality, meetings and product launches, hosting wedding and birthday parties, introducing car park charges or leasing of the car park to a management company, attracting more visitors and more frequent repeat visits, introducing member or friends giving privilege and high discounts, hosting high-profile events, attracting corporate sponsors, interpretation and communication. There are two broad themes that are significant in interpretation and communication. These are the rules of technology, known as high-tech, and the rules of personal interaction, known as high-touch. There are several reasons why operators invest and develop. These are to create unique product, to enhance visitor experience through entertainment, education, and interaction.
Lesson 3. Amusement parks and theme parks. Amusement park and theme parks are termed for a group of entertainment attractions and rides and other events in a specific location for the enjoyment of large numbers of people. An amusement park is more elaborate than a simple city park or playground because it provides attractions to people of all ages. Amusement parks. Amusement park is a park that features various attractions such as rides and games, as well as other events for entertainment purpose. Theme parks. A theme park or amusement park is a place with attraction made up of rides such as roller coaster, water rides. What is the difference between the two? When we talk about amusement park, so generally their main purpose is to provide enjoyment and recreational service to their customer. While theme park are very specific for a specific theme. It would be a motif about Disney characters like the Disneyland, or it could be a Universal Studios because their themes are movies that are produced by Universal Studios. So that's the difference between the amusement and so amusement park doesn't have any theme or motif, while theme parks have theme or motif. And lastly, we talk about International Association of Amusement Park and so the world's largest amusement park and attractions association is the International Association of Amusement Park and Attraction or the IAAPA in Alexandria, Virginia, USA. The association was founded in 1991 and had more than 4,500 members in 90 countries. It represents and serves as operation of amusement parks, tourist attractions, water parks, miniature tour golf courses, family entertainment center, and manufactured and supplies of amusement equipment and service. Alright, so that's the end of chapter 6. Again, this is Joname T. Dumago of BSHM 1B reporting for this chapter.
Good day, everyone. I am Genevieve Gingona, a BSHM 1B student. Today, we're going to discuss the chapter 7, which is the mice industry, meaning and importance. To start, let's define what is mice industry. Mice industry stands for M, meeting, I, incentives, C, conventions, E, exposition or exhibition. MICE is an acronym for Meetings, Incentives, Convention, and Exhibition, which is also part of our tourism industry. So MICE industry is one of the big contribution of revenue, not only in our sectors but also in our economies. Lesson 1. The MICE industry. What is meeting? Meeting are conference, workshops, seminars, or other events designed to bring people together in order to exchange information. The following are the forms of meeting. Clinic, a workshop where attendees learn by doing. It involves small groups who interact with each other individually. Purum, an assembly for a discussion of the group's common concern, featuring a panel of experts who take opposite sides of an issue. Seminar, a gathering of professionals who work together under the guidance of a discussion leader. The symposium, a meeting where a subject are discussed by experts and a consensus of the group is gathered. The workshop, a small group led by a big trainer concentrating on skills enhancement. The conference, a formal meeting of professionals for exchange of opinions and information. Convention, a large meeting discussion of a group selected topics. Colloquium, an informal discussion on group selected topics. And panel, consists of two more speakers starting with viewpoints. Lecture, a meeting in which an expert speaker addresses an audience. Okay, for now, what is incentives? Incentives are rewards for achievement used by corporation to motivate employee to achieve goals. It may be in the form of goods or treats. What is convention? Conventions are usually larger meetings which concluded or included some form of exposition or trade show. A typical convention has the following format. Number 1, we have welcome registration. Number 2, introduction of the president of the association. Number 3, the president welcome speech. Number 4, the first keynote address by a speaker. Number 5, an exposition booths open. Number 6 is a several workshops or presentation and specific topics. Number 7, the luncheon. And number 8, more workshop and a presentation. Number 9, the demonstration of the special topics. Number 10 is the vendor's private reception. Number 11 is a dinner. Number 12 is a convention center closes. A convention center are large facilities where meetings or exposition are held. Parking, information service, business center, and food and beverage facilities are included in the centers. Convention centers have several exposition and meeting rooms to accommodate large and small events. And also, the center generates revenues from the rental of space, which is divided into booths. What is exposition or exhibition? Exposition or exhibition are events designed to bring together suppliers of products and services who will demonstrate their products and services to the attendees in order to make sales or establish contact. A meeting planner makes hotel and meeting booking and ensure that the service contracted have been delivered. The meeting planner has several interactions with hotels. These include negotiating the room blocks and rates. Escorting the client on site inspection gives the hotel an opportunity to show their facilities and service. The most important interaction is with the catering, banquet, or conference department associate, especially the service manager and captains. The following are the activities of the meeting planner. Plan meeting agenda. Establish meeting objectives. Predict attendance. Set meeting budget. Select meeting site. Select meeting facility. Select hotels. Negotiate contacts. Plan exhibition. Prepare exhibition corresponding in packet. Create marketing plan. Plan travel and the from site. Arrange ground transportation. Organize shipping. Organize audiovisual needs. And on-site activities, you have conduct pre-event briefing. Prepare executive plan. Move people in out. Troubleshoot. Approve invoices. And in our post-meeting activities, we have debrief, evaluate, provide recognition and appreciation, arrange shipping, plan for the next year. And that's the end of our lesson 1 about the mice industry. And now we're going to proceed in lesson 2, the convention and special event management companies. The convention and special event management companies, these are several types of companies or organizations that provide a special events management service. The following are companies which provide convention and special events management services. Number 1, destination management companies. Number 2, independent meeting management companies. Number 3, travel management companies. Number 4, major event producer. Number 5, special event market. What is destination management companies? Destination management companies are private companies that offer services primarily for inbound customers. What is independent meeting management companies? These companies provide services to the outbound groups. When the independent meeting planner conducts a meeting away from home, he or she will hire the DMC in a host city because destination management requires experts from the local area. When the independent meeting planner is in his or her home territory, he or she will provide service to inbound groups to minimize profits. What is travel management companies? Large travel management companies organize destination management companies as part of their large travel services product offering. Large travel management companies are similar to the national chains operation. How about what is major events producer? Major event producer are another type of destination management company. These companies produce sophisticated and highly technical events such as the Super Bowl and Olympics and political events such as the Democrat Republican national conventions and presidential inauguration. A high level of technical knowledge is required to organize this type of extravagant events. What is special events market? Special events are very important to the attendees of meetings, conventions, and incentive programs. They encourage networking among attendees, build camaraderie within the group, and provide memories that last for years. Special events during convention are the most memorable part of the program. It gives status to sponsoring organizing. Companies that provide destination services are very creative in imagination. They focus on festivity and amusement. The following are the types of events included in the special events market. Number 1, corporate events. It refers to the incentive programs, product introduction, building, opening, recognition events, anniversary, retirement, groundbreaking, and ribbon cutting. Number 2, meeting convention exposition. It refers to the opening ceremonies, gala dinner, dances, opening reception, award ceremonies, theme event, trade show, and exposition. What is emerging trends? Emerging trends, these are many developments that will shape the mass industry. Two of the leading factors are changes in communication system, specifically the internet and its diverse application, and the changing character of nations into a global community. The internet provides an accessible format for virtual meeting, exhibition, video conferencing, and online education. This connection to the cyber world from the home or office makes Europe, Asia, and America accessible to local tourist office. Many corporations have already started the process of globalization at present. Smaller organizations and individuals can equally participate in global integration. And that's the end of our lesson 2. Chapter 7, the mice industry, meaning and its importance. Again, I am Geneva Singana, a BSHM 1B student, your reporter. Thank you for listening and God bless.
I am Angel Babe Gabilanga. I will discuss in the Chapter 8 Tourism and Marketing Promotion in Lesson 1 a definition of marketing related terms. Marketing. Marketing consists of all those activities necessary to bring a product or service from the manufacturing to the end of user. These activities include product or service itself, distribution, pricing, from upselling, and form of advertising. Marketing refers to all activities a company does to promote and sell product or service to a consumer. Tourism marketing is a term which is used to refer to that business discipline by which the visitors are attracted to a particular location. The location can be anything which has the potential for attraction a tourism who comes to visit a new place. In relation to tourism marketing is the systematic process by which an organization tries and maximize the satisfaction of tourist demand. Through research, forecasting, and selection of tourism product and service to meet the demand, you may already be aware that there are many different types of marketing. The kind of marketing strategy that you decided to employ with while be influenced by the type of product and service that you are promoting. Not all marketing strategies are created equal. For example, there is a difference between product marketing and service marketing, and the two require different strategies. Marketing segmentation. Marketing segmentation is usually accept way of analyzing demand. It is the grouping together of people with similar needs and wants for the purpose of serving and marketing better. Marketing segmentation have a four kinds. First, or demographic segmentation. Here are the most commonly used at the present due to the ease of collecting data, the compatibility of such information through census as well as media data, and the fact that such data is easy to understand and apply. Age and income are very successful predictors of recreation participation. However, the changing nature of society makes it impossible to rely only on demographic data as one means of diversifying marketing strategy. The most commonly used in demographic segmentation factors are age, gender, ethnicity, income, level of education, religion, occupation, family structure. And this is the example of systematic or demographic segmentation, segmenting based on income and occupation. A very useful marketing tool is to segment by occupations or related demographics such as income, bracket, or the level of education the person has reached. Marketers find these tools useful as people in different income brackets can have drastically different approaches or marketing approaches. Crudely sparkling those in lower bracket are more likely to be stay away by good value where those the more disposable income will be happier to spend more from a better product compared the bright and casual tone that mass marketing crown brand before barefoot uses above, with that of the luxurious sparkling wine brand and Natimer below. Product related segmentation. A major advantage of product related criteria is the information grant is directly related to the particular product in question. A major difference in same studies is that the information of acquiring from the potential tourist and deals with a general benefit obtained, or in the case of psychographic segmentation from a general attitudes about type of product and service rather than specific product and service. Psychographic segmentation. Psychographic is the qualitative methodology of studying consumers based on psychological characteristics and traits such as a value, desire, goal, interest, and lifestyle choices. Some example of psychographic segmentation in marketing can be drawn from an organization that makes plant-based processed food. This product primarily appeals to individuals who observe a particular lifestyle that is a vegetarians or pescatarian. Hence, you need to deploy psychographic segmentation of categorizing consumers into different segments based on their lifestyle choices. Once this is done, you are better employed to come up with a different marketing campaigns from the relevant segment. Geographic segmentation, geographic consideration are very important in tourism. At present, destination use geographically based on studies to identify primarily secondary and in some cases tertiary markets. States and national tourist officers use geographic segmentation to determine the exact of their promotional efforts. There are six factors that brain to geographic segmentation and can be used to create customer segments: location, country, state, city, zip code, time zone, climate and season, culture, preference, language, population types and density, urban, suburban, ex-urban, or rural. Example of geographic based on population density. Another variable to consider is the density or type of the population in the area you're targeting. People living in urban areas have very different experience than those in suburban, exurban or rural regions. Being able to segment by population density and especially useful for home and garden retailers. Imagine you're someone like Home Depot. You probably should not pinch city dwellers on electric riding low tractor when you're having much more lucky marketing than the manual pause. Real loan mower which takes you less special changes. The life cycle for product and service becomes shorter, but the product life cycle remains as a useful concept for strategies planning. Each stage of the product life cycle has certain marketing requirements. Introduction. The introductory phase of the product life cycle requires high promotional expenses and visibility. The most opportune time of advertise as a product or service is when it is new. Growth. The growth period the product or service is accepted by consumers. Market acceptance means that both sales and profits increase rapidly, making and market attractive to competitors. Majority. At this stage, the majority product is well established in the marketplace. Sale increase but at a slower rate. Many outlets are selling the product or service. Saturation. At this stage, sale value reaches its peak and product or service has a penetrate the marketplace to its highest degree. In this line stage, advertising expenses are low. There are few competitors. Strategic marketing process. In market planning, The objectives are stated and the methods of attaining them are undefined. There are 7 steps in the market planning process. These are collection of data. Data can be collected in 2 ways from secondary sources and from primary sources. The second method is expensive and time consuming. Analysis of data is usually organized and interpreted. This requires a great amount of skills and understanding, and present computers shorter than process of organizing and interpreting data. In dedication of alternative strategies for reaching and desired goal, in most cases, there are several ways to arrive at the desired goal. For example, an airline company wanting to increase its percentage of occupation sets may adopt several attractives. Cost benefit analysis. The cost benefit analysis of several methods for reaching the goals would indicate which of the alternative or combination of them would be best from the financial standpoint. Some elements are not quantifiable, such as the goodwill and improved attitude toward the company that a program can generate. Selecting alternative and plan formation. After the variables, the cost benefit from each are indefined, it is then decided which one should be carried out by the other organization. A plan of action including the responsibilities of the member of the organization can then be established. Control procedure. These are methods which analyze the process made in achievements the goal of the project. Plant information. Putting into effect the plan of action and supervising it. Marketing mix. The marketing mix is the combination of elements, product, price, promotion, and distribution that interact that complement each other to attain the objectives or the marketing plan. Product for criteria to meet in deciding to provide product or service. There should be a heavy demand from the product or service from at least one important segment, with the possibility of additional business from other segments of the market. New product and service should suit the general image of the destination area and complement existing one. New product and service should be offered in coordinates with analyzed supply of manpower, money, and natural resources. Any added product or service should contribute to the profit and or growth of the entry destination. Price. Price is the result of supply and demand. When supply exceeds demand, price tends to decrease. When demands exceed supply, price trend to increase. Price is also influenced by competition. Promotion is the one of the major tools used in the marketing a tourism product. It is the responsibility of the people involved in promotion to decide methods of communication that will make the greatest number of potential customers aware of their product. Tourism promotion means stimulating sales through the dissemination of information. It means trying to encourage actual and potential customers to travel. The objectives of tourism promotion are to make the tourism product widely known, to make the very attractive in order to encourage many people to try it, to make the message attractive without being dishonest. Information promotion is more important during the early stage of the product life cycle when owners of the new resort and other attraction will seek promotionally outlets to inform the public of the facilities and amenities that would make their vacation experience. Pervasive promotion is used when an attraction it is in early stage of growth, so its owner put very much promotional efforts in devising persuasive message and sending them through several channels. Reminder: promotion is important upon researching a matured stage. Owners will then remind people of their positive experience through message that will serve to.
Good day, everyone. My name is Monica G. Helga, BSHM 1D, and I'm here to discuss some of the lesson in Chapter 8, Tourism Marketing and Promotion. Lesson 2, the meaning of the promotion and related terms. Lesson 3, the meaning of the tourism distribution channel. Lesson 2, Promotion Planning. Promotion planning determines the objective or goal the organization should strive to achieve and the plan of action of attain this goal. It's all about strategies and techniques that help communicate a product to the audience. The goal of promotion is to present your product, increase demand, and differentiate it. So promotion is the basic element of marketing. Example, buy one, get one free deals are among the most popular types of sale promotion. Offering two of an in-demand product at a reduced price and for a short time create a sense of urgency that can boost sales. Goals. Goal must be specific, quantifiable, measurable, realistic, attainable, and time-bound. Promotional goals include creating awareness, getting people to try product, provide information, retaining loyal customer. Any promotional campaign may seek to achieve one or more of these goals. Creating awareness. Too often firms to go out of business because people don't know they exist or what they do. Small restaurants often have this problem. Simply putting up a sign and opening the door is rarely enough promotion. Through ads on social media, platforms, and local radio or television, coupled in local paper, flyers, and so forth, can create awareness of a new business or product. Getting people to try product. Promotion is almost always used to get people to try a new product or get non-users to try an existing product. Sometimes free samples are given away. Liver, for instant mail, over 2 million free samples of its Liver 2000 soup to a targeted household. Coupons in trial size container of products are also common tactic used to tempt people to try a product. Gaining loyal customer. Promoting is also used to keep people from switching brands. Slogans such as Campbell's Soup are good at anthem. Inside remind consumer about the brands. Marketers also remind users that the brand is better than the competition. For years, Pepsi has claimed it has the taste that consumers prefer. Southwest Airlines bragged that customer bags fly free. Such advertising reminds customers about the quality of the products or service. Market targets. Segmentation provides the necessary guidelines for insulating target markets. It's group people accordingly to their socioeconomic status, social influence, personality features, attitudes, values, motivation, and expectations. To better understand your potential clients, create your ideal customer profile. The goal is to find out where your audience is, which problem and needs they have, what your potential clients have in common, and analyze the way to reach them. With this profile, you can segment your base and create highly targeted promotion. Message. The message which is chosen for the advertisement follow the goals and objectives of the promotion plan. It should be understandable, distinctive, and believable. Its purpose is to create an awareness of the attraction. Some of the example of message promotion. Number 1. Promoting an event via text message. Number 2. promoting a sale or discount via SMS. Number 3, promoting a new item or offering with text messaging. Number 4, promotional text messaging best practice. Budget. In constructing a budget, the impact appeal, retention, readership, and cost of advertising are taken into account. The principal costs in the budgeting process are the cost per message, the cost per reader, and the cost of repeated messages. A promotional budget refers to money earmarked for the marketing, advertisement, or sale of a product or brand. The amount of budget to promote a new or existing product will depend on business analytics, market research, and anticipated return on investment. Promotion mix. Promotion mix is the tools that convey the message to the customer. Example, include print ads, radio, television, billboards, direct mails, and catalog. Sign in the store displays, poster, mobile apps, motion pictures, page web, banner ads, and emails. Major types of promotion mix. Advertising. Number 1. One of the most important elements of the promotional mix, advertising, involves reaching a large audience through a variety of mediums to build brand awareness, promote special offer, and build customer loyalty. Number 2. Personal selling. A customer can get advice on how to apply the product and can try different products with relatively high price or what complex features are often sold using personal selling. Sales promotion. A sale promotion is a marketing strategy in which a business uses a temporary campaign or offer to increase interest or demand in its products or service. These are many reasons why a business might choose to use a sales promotion or promo, but a primary reason is to boost sales. Public relation. This activity promotes a positive image, generate publicity, and foster goodwill with the intent of increasing sales, generating favorable media coverage, hosting special events, and sponsoring charitable campaigns are examples of public relations. Lesson 3. The meaning of tourism distribution channel. Tourism distribution channel produces the link between the supplier or travel service and the product to the tourist or consumer. It is an operating structure, system, or linkage of various combination of travel organization through which the producer of travel products describe and confirm travel arrangement to the buyer. Direct distribution occurs when the producer sales directly to the consumer. Indirect distribution takes place when the sale of the consumer is made through the intermediary. A tourism distribution channel is a system of intermediaries or middlemen that facilitates the sales and delivery of tourism service from suppliers to consumers. Tourism distribution channel here attach a tremendous amount of attention in the last decades, owning the important role they play in the tourism industry. Specifically, distribution channel can serve as a part of the marketing mix that makes the product available to consumers, as the link between the suppliers of the tourism products and their end consumer, as well as the bridge between supplies and demands. This is the 3 distribution channel. Number 1, product supplier consumer channel. This is the direct without going through intermediaries. It is the direct selling of airline tickets and hotel rooms to the consumer. In the direct distribution channel, the manufacturer sell directly to the consumer. Indirectly channel involve multiple intermediaries before the products end up in the hands of the consumers. Number 2, product supplier, travel agent, consumer channel.
This is the most popular form of buying service and products in the tourism industry. It is through an intermediary in the form of a travel agent who provides products and services to the consumer. They retail the tourism products and sell them individually to potential travelers based on the policies and guidelines of the travel agency they represent. Number 3. Product supply through operation consumer channel. The tour operators strive to create demands. Operators make arrangements with the suppliers such as block booking on airlines, hotel, restaurants, and attractions to produce a travel package which is sold to the travel agent or directly to the consumer. They package the tourism products into one package is considered to be a wholesaler. 3 types of distribution channel. Consensus channel. No parts of the channel exercises control over the system. Several participants in the system work together for their mutual interests. Consensus has been able to measure reseller impact on revenue. One channel sales executive said, "It's a challenge managing a distribution channel when people never really know what's happening. Some partners really don't have an established process or methodology. Consensus have given us a window into how our partners are performing, enable us to coach them more effectively and cut partners' ramp and sales cycle times." Number 2, vertically integrated channel. The function of production and retail distribution are owned and or controlled by a single company. Since tour operators have emerged from the retail travel agency business, vertically integrated channel controlled by retail travel agent. Vertical integration is a strategy that allows a company to streamline its operation by taking direct ownership of various stages of its production process rather than relying on external construction or suppliers. A company may achieve vertical integration by acquiring or establishing its own suppliers, manufacturer, distributor, or retail location rather than outsourcing them. Number 3, vertically coordinated channels. The tour operators' control over the channel comes from contractual or financial commitments with retail agent franchising. It is an example of such a system. The franchisor of a particular company agrees to retail only through certain retail outlets and to promote no other methods of distribution. The retail franchisor benefits from the marketing activities of the franchisor. These channels are led by tour operators, in which the tour operator powers of control over the channels come from contractual or financial commitments with retail travel agent. Franchising is an example of this system. Retail travel agency franchising is the large part of the travel distribution system in Germany. It is also increasing in Australia, the United Kingdom, United States, and Canada. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Thank you.
Good day. This is Jesime Tupas, BSHM 1B, reporting THC5, Chapter 9, Lesson 2, which is the tourism planning process. Tourism planning process. Planning is an ongoing process that must keep up with the changing character of the world of the destination area. There are 5 essential steps in the tourism planning process. Tourism planning process. Tourism planning process refers to the overall process or deploying the development goals and the implement of the comprehensive tourism system. In some places, background analysis situation or background analysis provides the basic direction for the tourism planning process. This is the logical launching point for most tourism plans. since the most destination area have some existing tourism activity and regulatory policy framework for the industry. Number one, tourism policy review is a must. Number two, produce an inventory or list of the area's tourism resource, component, and sub-component consecutive the existing tourism product of the destination area. The background analysis. The background analysis is also referred to as a situation analysis and is the nuts and bolts of the marketing plan. This analysis sets the scene for pretty much everything that follows it, and if done well, provide your marketing plan and business for that matter with a solid foundation. Detailed research analysis. Research should be concentrated in four district areas: resources, market activities, and competition. Number one, resource analysis, preparation of maps identifying the location of major resources and clarification of these resources. Two, activities analysis. It is necessary to clarify the activities according to their range of appeal and seasonality because it will determine activities that will generate demands outside of the peak season. 3. Detailed market research can assist identifying the most competitive destination, their individual strengths and weaknesses, and the steps to be taken to make the subject destination area unique among its competitors. Synthesis. The third step of the tourism planning process is where major conclusions regarding the previous work are formulated. It is one of the most important creative steps in the process. A comprehensive tourism plan will produce conclusion on five district subjects: tourism development, tourism marketing, tourism industry organization, tourism awareness, and other tourism support service and activities. Goal setting, strategy selection, and objective selection. This is the fourth step of the tourism planning process. The goals, strategies, and objective must be complementary to policy goals and objectives. Once the planning goals have been set, there are various approaches or strategy that can be employed to be achieved them. Within a specific destination area, different approaches or strategy may be used for the sub-areas within it. The tourism plan objective come logically from the selected strategy.
Good day. I'm Clary Canales, BSHM 1B, reporting the THC5 Chapter 9, which is the Tourism Planning and Tourism Development. Planning is a dynamic process of determining goals, systematically selecting alternative courses of actions to achieve those goals, implementing and chosen alternatives, and evaluating that choice to determine if it is successful. The planning process regards the environment, which includes political, physical, social, and economic elements, as interrelated and interdependent components which should be taken into account in considering the future of a destination. If the tourism planning done well, It can ensure the longevity of the tourism industry in the area, take good care of the environment, have positive economic outcomes, and a positive benefits to the community. Consequences of lack of tourism planning or poor tourism planning. Physical impact can damage or permanently alteration of the physical environment. Second, damage or permanent alteration of historical culture, landmarks, and resources. Third, overcrowding and congestion. Fourth, pollution. Fifth, traffic problems. A poor planning tourism can contribute environmental pollution. Tourists will just throw their garbage anywhere, and if the garbage stored, the surroundings will be polluted and the environment will be damaged. Human impacts. First, less accessibility to services and tourist attractions for local residents, resulting in local resentment. Second, dislike of tourists by local residents. Third, loss of cultural identities. Fourth, lack of education of employees and skills and hospitality. Fifth, lack of awareness of tourism to the destination area. Exposure to traffic noise significantly increase the risk of heart-related disease. Marketing impact. First, failure to capitalize on a new marketing opportunities. Second, erosion of market shares due to the actions of competitive destination areas. Third, lack of sufficient and prime market. Fourth, lack of clear image of destination area and the potential market. Fifth, lack of cooperative advertising among individual operations. And sixth, inadequate capitalization and packaging opportunity. Organizational impact. First, fragmental approach to the marketing and development of tourism, often involving competitive splinter group. Second, lack of cooperative among individual operators. Third, inadequate representation of the tourism industry interest. Fourth, lack support from local public authorities. Fifth, failure to act on important issues, problems, and opportunities of common interest to the industry. Three impacts. First, lack of sufficient attractions and events. Second, high seasonally or short lengths of stay. Third, poor or deteriorating quality of facilities and services. Poor or inadequate travel information services. Roles and responsibilities for tourism planning. Tourism planning should take place at many levels within the country. The starting point for the tourism planning process in any country should be the development of a national tourism policy. This policy represents the basic foundation from which more specific goals, strategies, objectives, and plans are developed. Thus, all planning efforts should be complementary to the national tourism policy. All tourism plans should be given time spans and should be reviewed and modified at the expiration time spans. Since change is inevitable and continuous, it follows that tourism policy making and planning have to be dynamic process because tend to be broad scale. The tourism plans they are usually valid for greater number of years. The lifespan of tourism planning cannot usually exceed 5 years. Years to planning. First, many people are against planning principles, particularly within the free enterprise system. Lesson 3. Role of government and private sectors in the tourism development. The government and private sectors have important role in tourism development. The private sectors. The role of the private sectors is more limited and more clear out. First, its principal role is to provide tourism facilities and services to traveling public while maximizing financial returns. The primary involvement of the private sectors is the entrepreneurial role. It involves idea generation, development, project implementation, financial risk taking, and investment, and the management of operation. They provide specialized technical skills required in the development process through tourism consultants, market research firms, economists, architects, engineers, designers, and project managers and builders. Provide large proportion of the capital funds for investment in tourism projects. Non-profit private organizations include chambers of commerce, travel associations, foundations, historical and cultural societies, recreation and sports associations, religious groups, and the like. They operate attractions such as historical or cultural centers, museums, art galleries, recreations, and community halls. Government in tourism development is to act catalyze and to complement the effects of the private sectors, including non-profit organizations. The World Tourism Organization, or WTO, points out that as general principles, the government should not do what the private sector is able willing to do. Although this is generally accepted principle, instances of overlapping activities and conflict between the public and private sectors arise due to the following reasons. Contribution, or its pivotal role in encouraging tourism activity. Second, an existing tourism facility that is bankrupt not be sold in the market. Thus, the government feels obliged to buy the facility. The third reason is the government stands to provide low classification opportunities for disadvantaged groups such as the poor, sick, and the aged. This is often called social tourism. And fourth, the government wants to encourage private sector's development by initiating new types of development through demonstration or prior pilot projects. Government financial incentives for tourism projects are classified into two categories, namely fiscal incentives and direct and indirect incentives. Fiscal incentives are special allowances for incoming tax and other tax purposes. Direct and indirect incentives include several programs aimed at easing the financial requirements of tourism projects. The main object of most these incentive programs is to help business carry out tourism development projects that may have been abandoned or delayed because of lack of assistance.
Direct and indirect incentives. Non-refundable grants. Reduce the capital budget of a project. 2. Low interest loans. Reduce the amount of interest that the project must pay during its operating life. 3. Interest rebate. The government agency rebates a portion of the project interest cost during its operating life. Forgivable loans. The government agency loans fund to the project and then forgives all or part of this over an agreed time period. Loan guarantee. The government agency guarantees a loan or a loans given to protect by private financial institution. 6. Working capital loans. The government agency loans fund to meet the working capital needs of a project. 7. Equality. Participation. The government agency buys some of the available shares in the project and therefore becomes an equality investor. 9. Infrastructure assistance. The government agency assumes the cost of some of all the infrastructure required for the project. Is box. The government agency purchases lands, buildings, or equipment and leases them. Fiscal incentives. Tax holidays. The government agency defers the payment of income taxes or other taxes. Private sector's financing for tourism. Although governments continue to play a greater role in providing financing to tourism projects, it is the private sector that generally supply majority of the financing. The private sector range from the individual citizens to major institutional lenders such as bank, trust companies, credit unions, insurance companies, and other commercial finance companies. Before lending money, a private financing agency usually requires that the following points be accomplished. Number 1. Previous management experience in tourism. Establish credit record with the management development team. 2. Proof of economic feasibility. 3. Adequate collateral or security for the fund to be borrowed. 4. Adequate equity capital to be invested by the owner of the project. And 5. Proof of stability in the tourism industry in which the project will function.